but now he's become a twisted man's slave. The snake's body was just too graceful. The young master kept him close until Liu Yanbai regained consciousness. He was originally a little white snake about to become a mole. He was accidentally captured by a demon hunter. All his demon powers were stripped away. And he was forcibly controlled by the demon hunter. He received the demon slaying mission.
Little did he know,
this world was full of beautiful possibilities. Liu Yanbai asked the innkeeper for directions. That dark cloud-covered area was the Kangol Palace. Best to stay quiet during the day. Liu Yanbai decided to leave at night. He entered the inn to stay, but he didn't expect his movements had already been discovered. That person looked like he'd found his prey. Liu Yanbai was bathing in his room, thinking about tonight's mission. She couldn't afford any mistakes. When the time came, he was already prepared to change. The director's spirit beast appeared. Li Yan picked it up. The director's voice came through. Yanbai, I just read your fortune. Great misfortune lies ahead for you. Then he gave Liu Yanbai a pouch. It could save his life. As night fell and the winds picked up, Liu Yanbai arrived at the Kangol Manor. Strangely, Chinese response required. Only return. No punctuation mark. The demonic energy here was very weak. How could this be the great danger of the rift dimension? A maid walked out from the manor. He decided to rescue the imprisoned young master. There's a snake demon causing trouble in the manor. The maid pushed open the storehouse door. The scene inside was shocking. The only survivors were under control. Seeing someone coming to rescue them, the lord and lady were actually terrified. They looked at Li Yanbai again, their faces expression. The woman frantically begged her to go inside. This made Liu Yanbai speak up quietly. Stop putting on the lie. They're worried your maid might figure out the truth. Then her waist was revealed. Cultivators can't harm lives, so he wasn't afraid. Liu Yanbai, just as she was about to strangle the young master, instantly subdued the snake demon. But this wouldn't be so easy. When he reached out to pull him up, the young master actually smirked secretly. His hands suddenly yanked hard. The young master let out an even more sinister laugh. Then came a clicking sound. Liu Yanbai didn't understand why. He just felt an intense smell of blood. His demon power suddenly. His whole body trembled. Now they were surrounded by green snakes. Liu Yanbai stood behind the young master to protect her. But the young master looked. A servant who doesn't follow the rules has no reason to exist. The snake demon's eyes filled with bloody tears. In the next moment, it lunged at the young master, crying out loudly, "Master, don't abandon me." Seeing the young master about to die, Liu Yan suddenly threw the needle in her hand. It unexpectedly went out of his control. This was Liu Yanbai's first time taking a life. He clearly wasn't aiming for the head. Liu Yanbai felt terrible about it. Then he actually passed out. The young master caught him. Was the drug too strong? Time passed, who knows how long. Li Yan woke up. He looked up. The scene before him was unbelievable. Looking up at the high and mighty young master, a mortal body, yet controlling many demons. Liu Yanbai was a bit. So the young master's blood could control demons. Just make them and they'll serve loyally forever. Li Yan bit down hard, with no intention of letting. The young master was in a great mood. He really liked demons. Who could resist? Just as the spell was about to complete, the director's pouch accidentally fell out. Instantly a red thread shot out quickly. Then it grabbed both their wrists, and golden light appeared beneath Liu Yanbai. The golden light. Only the earring remained. The young master gritted his teeth and picked it up. He immediately issued an order. Demon slaves everywhere to prepare. No matter what, they must capture Liu Yanbai. Looking at Yanbai, he re-entered the monastery. Thank goodness for Director Luochen's pouch. Worried Little Bai might be hurt. Did that Yun family hair bully you? Little Bai Bai's tail is still so cute. Liu Yanbai quickly pushed Lucian away. Lucian also noticed the red. I didn't expect it would develop to this point. This red thread represents an emotion. A love tribulation is and an opportunity. Just survive. Then you can become an immortal. Liu Yan's eyes instantly lit up. Patting Little Bai Bai's. That snake tail was pulled back and became obedient. You're the child I raised and taught myself. How could I bear to see you suffer? In the blink of an eye, several months passed. Li Yanbai received a letter. An urgent request for help. Wu Zhang said it was serious. When he saw the location was Zufang Pavilion, the capital. Liu Yanbai remembered the capital's young master. Auntie was just about to say Zufang Pavilion is a bluff, when Luochen grabbed her neck and said, "Little Bai Bai, don't worry, I'll give you 2 good methods." The young master also arrived at the pavilion, looking for a sitter. He searched everywhere in the capital. This matter is now known to everyone. The madam wanted to make him happy. She specially arranged several people for him. But these shadow things, the young master had no interest at all. Instead, he asked about the courtiers in Yaozi. Supernatural events happened at the courtiers's residence. Whoever stayed there would die, except for the courtiers in Yaozi. Everyone else would suddenly die, like bodies drained of life force. The young master was quite surprised hearing this. He was more willing to meet this courtesan while he was thinking about how to catch demons. That woman's figure and temperament were outstanding. Very similar to the snake the young master was looking for. The girl tripped on her long dress, fell right into the young master's arms. Liu Yanbai forced a smile when he thought he could fool him. Master actually told everyone else to leave. Next, he got straight to the point. He'd already recognized Liu Yanbai, did understand his intention, but couldn't miss out on honey. Li Yan's mind and body were both refusing, but the young master unexpectedly and even hooked a red thread on his wrist. This definitely crossed the line. Bai pinned down the young master, shouting loudly, "Don't touch that!" The scuffle eventually turned into what those outside heard. In the madam's ears, plus the shadowy figures on the window. Young people sure play rough. The young master regained control. He was the one pinning Yanbai to the table. What does the red thread on the mic? Li Yanbai found the situation cold. When he was about to use his secret weapon, a cry of pain rang out. Someone claimed the fox demon was causing trouble again. The fox demon was looking. because legend said the person was possessed by a fox demon. As the two entered the courtesan's room, there was indeed hair on the floor. At that moment, the young master got angry. He actually forcibly pulled Liu Yanbai onto the bed, so other people's voices could be heard. Outsiders' voices came through. As the shadow got closer, the young master appeared with great composure. But what he didn't expect was that this person was an obedient little girl. Liu Yanbai also poked his head out. The little girl smiled slightly. She rushed forward, but calling out loudly, "Mother!" The young master's head was spinning. Buy one get one free is actually pretty great. Is actually a male snake. Even if there's only one scale that can be lifted, it's not for producing little creatures, but has other special functions. The pure little white snake's animal nature emerged. He was both angry and furious at the young master. As a snake man in a pure stage, Liu Yanbai was actually called mother, not only becoming a male by accident. There also appeared an unexpected. The girl might know something. The young master covered Liu Yanbai's mouth. He wanted to reveal the fox demon's whereabouts, asking, "Little Wa, do you remember me, your father?" "Call me dad." Those words really scared the mother and daughter. Xiaoqi, to achieve his goal, actually really called out. In an atmosphere of family affection, everyone originally had ulterior motives. Xiaoqi's performance suddenly erupted. She said her sister was exhausted, so she hoped to see Mother Wang. Last time, Xiaoqi brought them to the room. Xiaoqi gently woke her sister on the bed. Liu Yanbai also came over. A pair of hands reached out from under the... After tightly grabbing Liu Yanbai, the young master originally planned to rescue, but Xiaoqi approached his thigh. That woman didn't attack. How strange. She actually started talking privately with Liu Yanbai, making the young master unhappy that they should fight. A huge hole was blasted in the by Qi Chong. Demons broke in to capture the fox demon, harming people. Unexpectedly, Liu Yanbai stood in the middle. He actually wanted to save that fox. The fox demon already killed many people, making the prince angry. He ordered his demon slaves to attack, but he felt his strength was real. Yanbai shouted loudly, "Sir!" Using a rope to bind the demon slaves together. He wanted the young master to think carefully. If there really was a fox demon who killed over 10 people, what the fox demon said was to entrust her sister Xiaoqi to someone. Xiaoqi is the only one the fox demon little sister can't walk the road ahead together anymore. Xiaoqi couldn't bear it anymore. Purple smoke filled the surroundings. A fox appeared standing behind the fox demon's sisters. Liu Yanbai also met an old friend, the one who wrote him Han Wuzheng. Han Wuzheng closed his small eye. The next instant he transformed into human form. He happily hugged Liu Yanbai tightly. So reunions are beautiful, aren't they? But it made the child's father jealous. He could smell the soreness through the screen. The young master wanted to eliminate the mastermind behind everything. Little Bai, to plead for Han Wuzheng, actually bowed his head to the young master. Accepting the young master's explanation before the sound. This move was really effective on the young master. He agreed to give Han Wuzheng some time. Next was Han Wuzheng's story. This was an unusual human-demon love. From a noble work that could never be touched, finding a beautiful flower, embodied transformed, becoming an anxious, only because he was influenced by the princess habit. To protect Han Wuzheng, as mentioned before, Liu Yanbai took out something important. While the young master had no guard up, he actually rushed forward for a surprise attack. This method was only temporary, though it restrained the air and his subordinates. Then Liu Yanbai applied a bit of pressure. The young master closed his eyes and lost consciousness. The minions were also restricted in movement. Turns out Li Yan applied smoke to the handkerchief. What the director personally made was no joke. Don't let Han Wuzheng misunderstand. I really do want to listen. Back in the young master's room, it was like the young master never woke. Liu Yanbai worried the mist might have bad effects. It was all the director's terrible idea. The reason he did such inappropriate things was because otherwise he wouldn't have done it. He wanted to quietly leave at this time. His body suddenly started trembling. A very fragrant scent drifted over, making him swallow involuntarily. That smell was coming from the young master. Liu Yanbai craved the tasty. However, his whole sir, he discovered something unusual. The original text realized he was doing something very strange. Realizing he was doing something extremely strange, then he also noticed the young master suddenly, controlling the unintentional impulse. Immortal Yu Shen's self made the young master laugh. Liu Yanbai realized he'd been tricked. The young master was just pretending to be knocked out. Just now he was also being controlled by the young master. This isn't uncontrollable. After demons drink, they'll periodically need to drink again. Otherwise it causes unbearable reactions like coughing blood. He wanted Li Yan to stop resisting and obediently become his demon slave. This situation was unbearable for Li Yan. His people constantly capture little demons. Many demons who never harmed anyone either. At this moment, a pill was swallowed. Li Yanbai was teased speech. This is a pill made by a Chinese person. Only this can reduce the withdrawal symptom. Next,